Hey, this is Sasha. Welcome to another episode on Backstage Income, especially the inside days. And today we're going to rework our onboarding email marketing sequence. Now, why do we do this? We do this because, for a better user experience. So I'm going to work it on MailerLite. Of course, you could use any campaign that you want. And I'll show you some of the things and thoughts that I do and why I do them within my sequence. But hey, I'll go ahead and put the link in the description for MailerLite because I think it's one of the best marketing platforms out there for email marketing. Why is that? Well, because ConvertKit did not accept me. ActiveCampaign did not accept me. Why did they not accept me? Because we have a niche on stock trading and trading education and investing your money. And when you invest your money in the United States, they think it's high risk. Mostly because a lot of spammers out there and marketers, they spam and promote get rich quick schemes. So anyways, for us, we actually do investing education, but they also don't like that. Whereas MailerLite and Aweber, I can say for a fact, because I've used them in the past as well, they actually look at your send rate, your complaint rate, your open rate, and they do a good job with that. So they have some of the best customer support out there, I think, and they really look at your company, not just more money in their pockets. Anyways, with that being said, let's take a look and go kind of here to our MailerLite system. And when we go over here, what I want to do is look at the onboardings, not just the numbers, but we're going to go ahead and take a look right here at the onboarding. We're going to duplicate this real quick so you can see. And once we go ahead and duplicate it, which is one downside with MailerLite, just a little slow. Not extreme, but a little slow. Can you see that thing spinning? Yep, still spinning. Still spinning. Still going. Still waiting. Yep. Still waiting. That's the downside. But other than that, it works real well. Here, I'll open this up in a tab, and I'll open this up in a tab, and that's also partly because I have kind of a sequence that's fairly intense. So this one is the one that is working. Now, typically what I do is I duplicate the sequence, and then what I'll do is move the pop-ups over rather than changing the sequence around, because if you go ahead and make changes as people are going through the automation, it can create a problem. So I'd rather work it here. So what I'll do is I'll move this off screen real quick, and then what happens is I'm going to go ahead and rework this. So we'll call this onboarding version 2. So you always want to have kind of version numbers there for yourself. So now we have version 2. We'll resave it so when they join a group, and now I want to get rid of this. So the whole thing that we're trying to really rework, as you can see, I got a couple emails that go out, and then really it tests people, hey, did they open any of these emails? And if they open some, well, in that case, we keep them. But if you don't open the emails, well, we get rid of you because we don't want to clog up our email servers. We want to stay in compliance and be good. So people that actually want our emails, and that way, hey, you get less email if you don't want our emails, right? So in either case, we're going to basically get rid of a lot of these. So let me just go ahead. Normally I tag them here, as you can see, dead. So by the time they're dead, and we kind of move them around. So what I'm going to do is get rid of a lot of these, delete both branches. We're going to even get rid of this. And now we check things out. So what I'll do is, first I'll change the name. So that's why it's good to go and check back. Again, we'll just do Sasha, leave it as my name. Sasha, yep, that's me. And there we go. And now, again, we'll delete. Okay. So now we kind of have a basic sequence. So what I'll do next is I'll send a little test email, put it in one of these email accounts. Let's check this out. Get a test email, and now I'll just see, hey, is this the email I want to send? Is this, one of the ones I want to go with, right? So in the case, here it is. Here's a starting email. Where do you start? Blah, blah, blah. Here's some cool links. Check them out. All right, good. All right, so if that's a good one, then you keep it in the sequence. So I'm just trying to simplify the sequence. And then we wait 70 hours. Okay, I always use hours because what happens if you use it 1 day, 2 day? What happens if somebody signed up at 11:58 p.m. and then the next day, boom, you got your email coming in 3 minutes. So that's why I give it a few few moments. So 70 hours, I use hours, and then we'll go ahead and send a test email here. So let's check it out. Go ahead, do another test real quick. Wait 24 hours. Do I want to send that next one? Let's see. Well, here's this one. Okay, I know the best way to learn is one-on-one coaching, blah, blah, blah. Personal one-on-one. Okay, this is why I'll send it out to you every Thursday. Okay, so here you go. So here they are. Enjoy. Okay, so there's some cool videos. All right, so what I want to do is simplify things. I think I'm going to get rid of this wait until the current day is Thursday. I mean, I just want to send a few emails and just see if people even open the emails, right? So I just kind of want to send a bunch of goodies. So let's test out this email, see what it is. It's like, hey, here's the latest lesson, which is fine. It's what we used to do. But I think we can do a better job now. Watch the lesson, jumping out of an airplane. Hey, one thing I want to emphasize is don't digest in one sitting. Here's send an email. You can even do one-on-one coaching session with me. Okay, so one of the things is probably I'll get rid of this email. So let's go ahead and get rid of it. And now we have 3 emails. So think of it, let's set up 3 emails, free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. And then after that, they should have opened at least one of these. Getting started in stock trading. Let's see, great, maybe training lessons. So this would be email number 2. So again, I like to keep those emails handy. So what I say here, so again, this is off my other monitor. Simply like here's some lessons. So I think we can rework this. So again, make a note, rework that email. And then this one would be more of you're planning things out, right? So you're planning things out. What are you going to do? So the first one is getting started. The second email will be, okay, cool gear for traders will be maybe like a third, software and gear for traders. Here we want to say freebies to getting started or learning, something along those lines. Freebies, software and gear, people love that stuff. Here's a kind of the welcome email, freebie software and gear, free computer course. So we have all of these couple of emails that I could send. Anything else? And then day trader, it might be something like, who are you? Day trader, swing trader, option trader, something like that. We'll ask them. So that could be the 4 or 5 emails that I send. So anyways, so what we're trying to do is kind of build something along those lines. So our welcome email right there, I've kind of packed a lot of stuff in here. Hey, video courses, need to sign up to a broker, have a lot of trading questions, good charting platform, want to learn, perfect to learn one-on-one coaching sessions, so awesome resources. So I might just rename this awesome resources for traders. And then we can add like a little emoji on here. So go ahead, pick one. You can make it a good one. You can make it a, here, awesome resources. Let's see, one, there you go. Awesome resources for traders, save that, wait 70 hours. And then let's say, this is kind of the lessons learned. Let me duplicate this. And then we'll do like a software and gear. So gear and trader, trading gear and toolbox. Okay, this is where I'm going to write in my trading computer course. So we'll send that out in there, trading gear and toolbox. So I'm kind of just trying to structure things out. I'm not going to bore you with writing the emails, but you'll get the idea here. Trading gear and toolbox. trading gear, toolbox, software or equipment of, I'll just leave it at that. Trading gear and toolbox. I'll duplicate this. Trading lessons to get you started. That'll be our freebies to getting started. Then I'll want to go ahead and do kind of a free computer course here. And then the last one will be kind of, hey, you day trader, swing trader, and so on. And this actually will give me some insight, because once they click in that email who they are, we can tag them. So I kind of have the basic emails that I want set up. Maybe this one is not the best. I'm going to go ahead and add delay in here. Okay, so you want to add delays in between this, so we'll add a delay. So again, we'll probably wait like 72 hours, or it could be, you know, something funny. 65 hours, and then again another delay, wait 82 hours, 48, I don't know, 59 hours, there you go, and another one, 39 hours, could be again 48 hours, I don't know. Wait 2 days. There we go, 44. Change it on different schedules. That's what I'm kind of trying to do. Get rid of the day of the week. We don't need to wait 3 days. This one we already kind of did. Okay, so here's kind of the next magical part that I need to check. What kind of trader are you? Free trading computer course. Trading lessons to get you started, trading gear and toolbox, awesome resources there. So what I want to do is when they join that group, one of the things to do is we go ahead and update the custom field. We're going to update the custom field, and this is going to be the onboarding. I'm going to start the onboarding. I'll tag them as that. So they're joining kind of this group. And now what we want to do is kind of we wait 9 days, and now we start doing all our checks because it's after all these emails. So I give it kind of, even 5 days is probably more than enough. But usually I want to give it a little bit more, because you're trying to balance things out. What I'm thinking here is you're trying to balance it out from the time they're on your newsletter list on the onboarding to the time they're on your active list. So if you wait too long, then they're not going to be receiving any current newsletters. If they go ahead and finish it, they wait 7 days, and then there's another 4 days until you send an email. That's like 15 days. So that's kind of a long time period. So, you know, you might want to just make it kind of 3 or 4 days because by then they should have opened at least one of these emails. So now what we want to do is kind of figure out a condition. So, and that condition is workflow activity. And we start at the top, really. And at the top, it'll be the awesome resources for traders, right? So here, awesome resources for trading. Was it opened? Okay, so if it was opened, what we want to do is I'm changing the update custom field onboarding to done. Okay, so we update the custom field because before it's onboarding start, now it's onboarding done. Typically I do done, yes, dead, and start. I don't really do too many crazy field values because then it gets confusing. So in that case, also what we want to do is at this point get them out of the group of onboarding because they're already done. So I just kind of like to clear things out, keep it neat. So I'll go ahead and also remove. See, you could copy to groups, but I work with segments usually. So remove from group and remove from onboarding. Okay, so there we go. So now we're removed from group. Hey, they're tagged as onboarding is done, and that's it. Hey, as long as that is done, then we're able to, we know that they're going to be an active subscriber. If they didn't do it, well, let's check the next email. So now again, we'll double check this condition. We'll go to workflow activity and trading gear and toolbox. Was it open? And now, this is the one thing I wish we could do, is copy and paste things. So if we could go ahead and just go through this process. So again, I'm going to go ahead and update the custom field right here. Custom field, onboarding, done. And then we go ahead and action, remove from group, remove from onboarding, boom. So that's kind of what we're doing, and we'll continue this process. And this condition is, was it open? Right, so there you go. Trading gear and toolbox, was it open? If that one wasn't open, well, awesome resources for traders. Let's see here. Yep. Then the next one, awesome resources, trading gear, trading lessons to get you started. So now we go to the next one. So again, condition, and then we check workflow activity, and you get the process. So trading resources to get you started, was it opened? And you keep doing this until you run out of emails. And then once you're done, this will allow me to check, hey, at the end, this is the one difference that I'm going to do at the end. And if once we get to, hey, it's not opened at all, and I'll just show you here real quick. So to make the video a little shorter for you, all we're going to do is update the custom field. And the one we're going to do is it dead? And I just write, yep, it's dead, meaning they didn't open anything. And then again, we remove them from onboarding. So remove them from the group and remove from onboarding, and boom. But that's the big difference is onboarding, you update the custom field to dead, and then onboarding, there's nothing there. So you know, I might just write it in as dead. So we go ahead and you know, add in another action. Update custom field, onboarding. That might be the smart approach. And then again, it is dead. Onboarding dead, the dead custom field is dead, and remove them from onboarding group. And that would be kind of our final process. And that way, hey, this is our next version. So that way it's not as too crazy of, hey, were there any links clicked and so on, because we could check that out a little bit later. But it gives it a little insight to, hey, if there's anything that's open in a couple of days, because even this one runs about 10 days after the trigger, plus 3 days, so it's 13 days. So, you know, could tighten this up, the timing here a little bit. And yeah, like that 65 could go to, you know, 32. It's 59 instead of 48, you know, it could go like 18 hours, or, you know, some people don't like to be bugged, so you're trying to figure things out. Hey, how long do you wait? 33 hours, so let's just say, hey, we wait 36 hours, so like a day and a half. And then you wait 3 days to doing all that checking. So anyway, so that's kind of a basic idea. I'm going to go ahead and rework the rest of this, finish this out, and then write the emails and go from there. But that's kind of a getting started insight of how I go ahead and rework my onboarding process. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me in this week's episode. Hope you found it helpful, insightful, and you learned something. We're going to continue finishing this up, and that way people on the newsletter will have a new onboarding sequence, version 2.0, or really by the time by the time I finish this, then we get rid of that and then we rename it back to 1.0. So anyway, but you could stack the names 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, whatever you want to do. So anyway, subscribe on YouTube or get on the newsletter list, and that way you can get some more free goodies. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.